acid at a certain time of day and at a certain amount of time after picking it in order for it to actually not start fermenting it. And we got to try some very nice stubborn nuts, and yeah, it was fun. And another one of the days, we went to not quite a distillery, but a place that makes gin. It's like a gin tasting / making experience. And there we got to actually distill our own gin. There was, maybe I'll include footage, maybe I won't. There were distills out of copper, beaten copper, kind of, I don't know if any of you have ever done like copper work, but you have a ball bean hammer and you kind of beat it, and you can see the mark that's made from the hammer in the copper. It's how you can tell that it's been hand beaten. I assume they were hand beaten, it looked like it. They weren't cast or anything, they were hand beaten stills that were there out of copper. So we got like this board with various different kinds of herbs and spices and different things like that we could choose. And this gin was interesting because it's actually made from fynbos, which is like I guess a family of wild different kinds of shrubbery that grows here, that has very unique, distinct flavors and smells. And the different gins that they make have those different combinations of fynbos in that are thrown in the distillation process. So we had that whole mixture with obviously juniper berries, because that's what gives the gin its unique flavor, is juniper. So it was juniper, and I think there might have been also orange peel in there as well. I'm not so sure. Yeah, so we had that, and then there were various different herbs. I need to actually go back and see to try and remember what they were. But the gin I chose to put in, it was not pomegranate. They were thinking now. It was a citrus. Yeah, so there was baobab. That's like the tree that looks like it's growing upside down. And there was baobab extract, as a powder. It's very tart, and it's got a very unique flavor. So I put in baobab powder. I put in hibiscus. That's the word. It's like pink flowers. They usually use it to make like a tea out of. It's also got more of like a citrusy flavor to it. So I put hibiscus, baobab, peppercorns, pink peppercorns, grapefruit, rind. I was going to say peel, but not another pith. It was just the rind, grapefruit rind. What else? I think that I might be missing some things. I'll have a look and see what all I put in. But yeah, and then there were other various different kinds of herbs. I'll see if I have a picture. And it felt a little bit like you were like a scarab or something, or like an alchemist, and you're mixing your potion with your reagents, and it was very cool. And then you leave it to distill. It takes like an hour or so, slowly dripping, dripping, a little bit, and eventually we came back and we had to bottle it. I decided to, when it comes out, it's like almost pure alcohol. I think it's like 70 or 80%. And the first little bit you don't drink, you just leave it to the side, because that's like obviously for human consumption it's poisonous. It's a different kind of alcohol. But the rest is fine, and then you take that alcohol and you mix it with the water. I'm not quite sure what kind of water. I think it was distilled water maybe. And I also mixed a little bit of hibiscus to give it like a pink gin kind of. And then when I get back, I plan to mix into that as well some blue flowers, butterfly pea flowers, that'll be purple. I know that's not like a traditional kind of origin, but I think it'll look pretty cool. So yeah, ironic, I guess, since the gin itself is orange, so you wouldn't think that it would be a purple color. as the day goes on. Yeah, so anyways, you can kind of sort of see there's like I think there's a called like an estuary or something where the river comes into the sea and joins the sea, so it's like this big wide shallow swimming area where you can just kind of do your thing. It's great. Anyways, yeah, so at the beach right now, if you hear like sounds, that's people having fun and doing their thing. Yeah, I also got this cool bucket hat around Christmas. It's great. Yeah, so what was I saying? Gin. Yeah, so there were different gins, and then there were 3 different chocolates that were paired. I think there was a white chocolate with the more middle, the second one, and the first one. One of them was a dark chocolate, and I think one was like a strawberry. One was a milk chocolate, one was a strawberry chocolate. Yeah, it's very interesting. And we tried the gin. We just like smelled it first. I apparently it was kind of like a whiskey tasting process that you. I'll probably go back through the pictures and try and like tell a story of this in a more less rambly, like all over the place manner. To get my facts right, but apparently it was more like kind of similar to a whiskey tasting, where you first smell it, and then you try and identify different aromas in it, and you taste it, and then you taste each one, and there was also like, I guess, palate cleanser, like pretzels and water,